Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Memanisa Astrid as a lecturer of seminar on research proposal subject. I will present my proposal in chapter 3 that's about research methods, and the title is Improving Student Pronunciation and Vocabulary Skills by Listening English Songs at the 10th grade of senior high school 21 Palembang. Before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Fitri Rahmah Sari. I'm from PBI 2, and my student number 18 20 20 50 54. Okay, the first is research problem. There are two research questions in my proposal. The first is what is the effective way to improve the pronunciation and vocabulary skills, and the second is does listening to English songs can improve the pronunciation and gain new vocabulary. And then the objectives of my proposal are the first to find out the effective way in improving the pronunciation and vocabulary skills, and then to identify whether listening English song can improve the pronunciation and vocabulary skills. And the next is research methods. Actually, in research methods, there are some parts such as the first is research design. In this research, I use qualitative methods. So, this study will focus on improving the vocabulary and pronunciation skills of students after using songs as their learning medium. According to Maleong, the qualitative method is a scientific study that aims to understand a phenomenon in natural social contact by promoting a deep communication interaction process between researchers and the phenomenon under study. And then interviewing several students will be carried out as the method used for this research to obtain the desired result of the research. The interview is actually a communication process carried out in pairs with the aim of obtaining research results or others. In short, the researcher used a qualitative research method by using the results of interviews as the result data of research that had been conducted on several students at Senior High School 21 Palembang. And then the second is setting. The research was conducted at State Senior High School 21 Palembang, or Semandaspa, and now it called Semandatupa, is one of the public high school located in South Sumatra Province, Indonesia. The study chose this location because the author was an alumni of this school and had a better understanding of the culture in the school. The school is also a school that goes to a favorite school and once held the title Adiwiyata. And then the next is participant. Researchers took only a few samples of students, like only two classes of 10th grade students IPA. Because this student only focused on the method of listening to songs to improve students' pronunciation and vocabulary skills. In determining the participants of this study, the researcher interviewed several students to be used as initial data in the study, which would later be combined with the result of this study and would compare the result of the initial interviews and the result of after applying this research method. And then the next is data collection. Several techniques will be used in data collection. There are observation and interviews. Okay, the first observation. In this study, observation will be practiced as a data collection instrument. Observation is one of the initial processes of research to find out the problems and solutions that will be made later. Observation made are also carried out not only face-to-face. Later observations will also be made online by providing learning schedules to students and researchers asking about the continuity of the schedules that have been carried out by students. And then the second is interview. In this study, researchers will use interviews as an instrument to gather information that is felt by students. Interviews also helps researchers to find out the result of the research tested by comparing the initial interview with the final interview. The next is data analysis. The data generated from the result of observation and interviews will be analyzed by researchers to obtain the information desired by the researcher. Thematic analysis will be used to analyze data from observation checklist and recorded interviews. In analyzing the data that has been obtained, the researchers compares the results from the initial interview and the final interview. Researchers see the result of the research conducted whether it is successful or not. Researchers made comparisons of interview data and observation during the study to determine the result of the study. And it can be a reference whether listening to songs is the optimal medium to improve vocabulary and English pronunciation skills for students. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you.